Christian, good to see you here at MIPIM. Just tell me a little bit more about MPC and also the strategy, I suppose, in terms of micro living, how you see that sector.
With an MPC, which is an investment and asset manager for different niche assets in the real asset sphere, we are the business unit dealing with all micro living residential products. We came up with our brand Stay 2, and right now we are managing 1,500 beds and 8 schemes all over Germany. And I think our main strategy for now and for the future is to be a developer and an operator that really creates value for the investors by delivering a product which is suitable for the students but also for the investors in a way that they know that we've done our homework, we know how to deliver reports, we know how to come up with state-of-the-art underwritings and all the little details that make the life of investors easier in the end, without forgetting about our tenants, our students.
And in terms of the German market, how do you see that? I mean, it's been traditionally quite fragmented in the student housing sector. What's the position now, and do you think there's going to be more consolidation or more opportunity, I suppose, to build larger portfolios? Is that one of the aims?
I think we're good at what we're doing right now, which is grounded development or helping smaller developers come up with a result by means of consulting and providing insights into layouts and into the operational details that help them and help us to create a really good product for our students. In terms of consolidating, I think there are two sides of the medal. It's always easy to think of big tickets as being very attractive for investors. But should we focus on these big tickets only because they sell easy, or do we need a thoughtful rationale behind it? So do I see lots of things that can consolidate into the German market right now? Not so many. There are lots of opportunities for smaller developers, but they still try to skim the milk, so to speak, because they say, okay, this is our site, we have the opportunity, and for merely finding the site, we want a chunk of the developer's profit without them taking the real risk. Unfortunately for them, that's not how it works. So if you want to create value and if you want to earn your developer's profit, you need to be in the entire process. So you need to source the sites, you need to be able to come up with the perfect layouts to, on the one side, convince the students, but also convince the authorities to get you the building permit. And then, and that's quite important right now, you need to be able to control the construction process in a way that you deliver in time and budget. So unless there's change in attitude, we're probably not going to see too many consolidations from the smaller developers who are willing to give up their ideas. There may be the chance that the bigger investors decide, okay, now it's time to take out the checkbook and really start buying together the larger portfolios that are in the German market. If that's going to happen in 2019, to be seen, but at one point in the future, certainly.
And in terms of, you mentioned obviously Stay 2 as a brand, how important do you think that sort of branding is, and are there particular trends that you're having to take into consideration when you're looking to develop for the students of tomorrow?
I think we need to be careful not to over-engineer these communal areas in a way that students don't feel at home anymore. So what do we really need? We have areas where you can mix and mingle, most likely a communal kitchen where you have some ovens where the students can prepare pizzas together at night. A gym, a functional gym is also very important to get some additional points on the attractiveness scale. Within Stay 2, all these things are for free, so that's a part that we think is very essential. And then you have these additional features that help, but they really need to be well maintained and also organized in a way that the students feel there's something going on. What do I mean? We have in our scheme in Nuremberg, for example, a room we call Stay Tuned. We have a projector and people can watch the soccer games, they can plug in their gaming equipment. So these things put together in a very efficient way, because you don't want to waste too much square meters of your precious square meters. That really helps to get you even higher on the scale of what students like.
And just in terms of the investment outlook for Germany, in particular the student housing sector, how do you see that at the moment? Room for growth, room for development, room for investment?
Institutional investors are craving for a chunk of the market in Germany. So we have lots of investors really interested in assets, but also in developments. So there is definitely money flowing into the German market. We also have the ability to provide new assets in each major university town. And I think we wouldn't push the market too hard if we were trying for one Stay 2 apartment complex with 150 to 200 units in each university town. I think the market is there. What we need is investors that see the different opportunities and that are not afraid of buying into a city like Heidelberg or Freiburg because they only want to be in the big cities. Because in the small cities right now there's room for growth. Still also in Berlin, for example, but in the smaller cities you definitely have the chance to create the yields that you're looking for.
It's a very interesting topic, and thanks very much for joining us today, Christian. Thank you.
You're welcome.